We've just been working hard to side.
I'm glad y'all tuned in. We about to get this show started. Yeah. Dr. Clyde Winners and Yoshi. Yeah. Yeah. Then and now. We talking about back in the day and right now. Yeah.
Now let's introduce Yoshima the Genius and Dr. Clyde Winters, the godfather of research.
Somebody looking for me. Like, oh, hey, yo, sorry, yo. Sorry, yo. I just was hearing my
Your theme song, right?
Sir.
Hey, man, somebody out there looking for me.
Somebody out there looking for me, baby.
They looking for you, Doc. They looking for you.
Yes,
hey, we already got the intro gone. You know, we did our thing, man. So yeah, I got the godfather of research right here, the granddad, the OG. What I say, the Trill OG. You know, if you ain't familiar with Trill, that's real. You dig what I'm saying? We just say we keeping it 100 down here in the H-Town. You know what I'm talking about? So I got the real deal McCoy, the real McCoy, right here in the building. Yeah, Dr. Clyde Winters. What's up, brother? What's up?
Well, man, hey, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to keep my head up, man. I know today you've been celebrating your number one baby boys.
Oh
birthday.
yeah. My boy. I love that little man. He amazes me every time. He is very intelligent, and the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So I love my wife for that. My man, I give her the goddamn me respects as far as the intelligence. She used to read books to him when he was a baby. So when he was in her stomach, she would do her schoolwork and read over all her stuff. And then what I used to do is I used to get headphones and play classical music for him and real calm music. But when he came out crying. I said, "Oh man, you here, man?" And I told him, "Calm down, calm down." He calmed on down, and then the nurse took him and they injected him. And yeah, what's up? Yeah, he knew my voice. Yeah, he knew my voice. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. You got to talk to your children when they're in that womb, when they in that tomb. You talk to them and let them know, hey, you're gonna come through the tunnel real soon. When you come out, remember me. Come to me. Yeah. Yeah, my day has been going, man. Took them out there to Galveston the other day. You know, they had an event, and Home Depot was there, right? And they was offering the kids lemonade stands. They would give the parents all the supplies, as far as the lemons and the water, and the kids build their lemonade stand in the neighborhood. And whatever money they make goes to the kids. They trying to teach them entrepreneurship. And I thought that was kind of tight for Home Depot to do. I think I said HEB. It's Home Depot.
Are you guys going to participate? Does someone want to do it?
Yeah, I actually signed up for him, whether he want to do it or not. It's going to be something I'm pretty sure he will really like, because he get to keep his profits. Yeah, it's HEB. Yeah, it is HEB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he get to keep his profits. And like I said, they give you all the equipment, whatever you need, they'll help you out. We got t-shirts, lemonade t-shirts. So to build a lemonade stand right here in the hood, and show people this is what you can do. But then you hear them stories about Karens coming up to the lemonade stand saying, "You don't have a permit to sell here." I've seen them on TikTok and stuff. They harassing little kids. So hopefully I ain't gonna have to deal with any of that, especially since it's sponsored by HEB, and majority of the folks in Texas really respect HEB because they get their produce from locally grown farmers.
Wow.
Really different than Kroger, Walmart, any other grocery stores. HEB actually contributes to the local farmers. Yeah.
What do those letters stand for? Do you know? Or
I really don't know, but I can chat GPT it real quick and really find out that or Google it. Let me see. What does HEB stands for? Let's see. Oh, they gave me something different. Howard E. Butts. It's Howard E. Butts.
okay.
He opened up the first HEB in 1905 in Kerrville, Florence, by Florence Butt. Brother name really is Butts. But
Yeah. You know, well,
okay.
well, that's good because you know, kids they need. They always say that our children don't grow up with those entrepreneurial instincts. You know, because most of the time, you know, like when we send our kids to school, we always tell them get a job, go to college, get a job, get a job, get a job. But you know, with him maybe going through that process of developing his own business, that might make him, you know, look more into the entrepreneurial
Oh
aspects
yeah.
of growing up.
Investor investments. I got a friend of mine. He's teaching me how A and B, R and B, whatever that stuff is called, where you stay at somebody else's house and
Airbnb, Airbnb.
Airbnb. So yeah, obviously, fam, y'all know I ain't stayed in no Airbnb. So I only know hotels. But he was uh, intrigued by showing me how to invest in one of these spots. So you rent it from a independent real seller or someone who's written it out, and then by you renting it, you put it on Airbnb or whatever, and then he'll make his money off of that. And especially if he rents something in downtown or close to the NASA area where there's tourists, or even in Galveston or Kemah, he would make his money triple times back. So I know he'll be able to do a lot of good on that. What's up, Karen? I see you in the building. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. I see Karen. Karen, number one, man. I love you so much. Thank you. All my Patreons love you. Yeah. Airbnb. Yep. Create so far. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? And what's up, Grayson? What it do? What it do? What it do? Appreciate y'all for joining in. Yeah. Today's topic is digital love. Baba, what do I mean by digital love? I think in your era, y'all had computer love, or Prince, computer blue. So yeah, go
You know,
ahead.
I think it's very complicated. When I think about computer love, I think about the kids and
Yes.
how they like it and trying to keep them from maybe you know, not getting in trouble. Now, ever since the pandemic, people can't even get their kids to go to bed now
No, they can't.
at a
You're
decent
right.
time. You know, they want to stay up all night.
It's this. It's this. It's that blue light that they transmit from these phones, and they have a setting in your phone where you can turn that blue light to that red light. That red light special all through the night.
Do
Yeah,
you think
TLC.
you think it really affects you, that blue light?
I believe so. Blue light, red light, the rays, um, a lot of them colors. So when I think of digital love, I think of the replacement of the woman. I think of kids having too much time on their hands. I think of kids staying up while the parents are asleep. I think of the parents leaving devices in their room and they're waking up in the middle of the night and they cutting it on for hours on end. Or the first thing they do when they wake up, they cut on a video game or YouTube When they brushing their teeth, they need this. When they eat, they need this. When they thinking of you, they need this. Looking up anything, it's always that. And the digital love that I know about is, like I said, the replacement of the household woman. And
Why do you why do you say that? I mean, you know, I I, I don't understand you when you say replacement of the household woman. Yeah, I know we're talking about mom, right? Mom plus.
right. Well, we're talking about, let's say, as far as a young adult, a young man. Let's say a couple get together. This young dude been traumatized and know that he can easily escape to the internet for pleasure, right? So what he does is he uses the woman as a pleasure tool, and when she can't provide that pleasure, he goes to the digital pleasure. So it's, if the woman can't cook, a woman ain't cleaning, and she's being celibate, what does the man do? If he cooks and he cleans and all he's asking for a little bit of love, he goes to computer love and he gets it off and he says, well, if you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, then I just go to these entities on the screen. Well, here's the problem with in 2023 and up. A lot of the people that y'all are squeegeeing to are artificial. So the industry in the triple X business, the women aren't even real anymore. The men ain't real. So when these kids go to looking for when the kids go to looking for to learn, because a lot of the parents are afraid to teach kids about the hanky panky, they look to digital love. And when they look to digital love, these people are manhandling women. And now the women are manhandling the men. You ever heard of the term eat it like groceries? They talking about the backyard, Baba. So the stuff where you release your content in, the feces, they have trained these children to eat that, to lick that. And that's because of the degrade that happened with digital love. So looking for digital love in all the wrong places, it can lead you to a bunch of traumatizing experiences.
Yeah, I remember my one of my grandsons back when he was about 12, 12 or 13. He used to, he was a gamer and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I know my daughter was telling me that she got really upset because it was some 18-year-old woman trying to go with him, and he was only 12.
Yes, that is very scary, because I hear men speak on, like your boy Diddy. Um, he said to one dude, "It's amazing what money can make you do." Now, if you're looking at this digital love stuff and you seeing how people are being treated online and you think that's normal, when you go and try that with your mate, you find out there's restrictions. She ain't into all that, but then you try to con her into believing that this is the way.
Yeah.
The back end, for instance, that's like my wife say, man, that's the forbidden hole. I believe that nothing should go in, only things should go out. And here you have people online expressing themselves on how much they like stuff to go in. And nobody ever talks about the dangers. When you open that up, when you fart, you shart. Think about it.
Not only,
Men, huh?
What?
not only that, but I think about it in this perspective. You know, I remember I was teaching when I was teaching. It was about it was during the Clinton administration around, and so one of my students, you know,
Hmm.
she we was having a CETA program, a CETA summer work program,
Hmm.
and during the CETA summer work program, we would you know we could get jobs for kids who was 14 on up, you know.
Hmm.
So one of my girl students, one of my girl students I had in eighth grade, because this was at the elementary school I was teaching at, and she was in high school as a sophomore. And she when she came down, she was saying, "Yeah, yeah, Mr. Winters, Mr. Winters." I said, "What?" She said, "Well, I know how not to have a baby." And she said, she said, by you know by having you know the you know anal intercourse. I told her, I said, "That's not." I said, "That's not really good for you." You know, I said, "That's not good for you," because the fact is, this is that that's you know that goes straight into your body.
Yes.
That goes straight into your body. You know the
Yes.
the you know I think the vagina. I don't think you go straight into somebody's body.
No, no.
There's blockage.
Yeah, it's a blockage. It's cervix. It don't even go to the cervix. Like, yeah, you're right about that because it, it's a blockage, like how you said. So what they're doing is they're going actually in the body
Right.
and opening up that the hole, and it takes a while for that muscle to close, right? So these women and men, even off of menstrual, these women got to wear pads because they leaking doo doo.
Yeah,
These men are leaking doo doo. So
they do.
no matter how much they out here shaking it and acting like it's all fresh and so clean, audience, these people that you may see with this smile on their face, they gotta wear
They're
Pampers.
nasty.
They nasty. They gotta have pamper chain. They literally gotta have pamper. This ain't blood we talking. This is feces.
Yeah,
This is oops, I did it on myself. Let me keep moving. This is sad. This is disgusting. This is
they're making it popular. You know, a lot of young people they look at too much pornography
yes,
because pornography is so easy. And if
it's
you're
easy.
not very careful, you know, your kid can be in there and you can think, oh, she okay. And they can go to that pornography off of their cell phones. And what it is that a lot of times they get this misinformation. You know, they
Yes,
get this misinformation.
yes.
They make you think that that's really something that you should do, you know.
Thank you.
Even a lot of
Thank you.
even a lot of some women who are into pornography, you know. But the thing is, this is that to me, I don't think it's a good thing to do.
Me
You know,
neither. Me neither. I've done it. Okay. So I seen it. I used to watch it. I was traumatized as a child. And my cousin used to have me go steal tapes that I didn't even know what was on. As I got older, I found out what was on the tape and was intrigued by it. So as I got older, I used that as a escape in a sense.
how you doing,
And
alcohol line? I'm sorry.
peace. And what that does, it oh wow, he said back door can cause throat cancer. God dang. So yeah, looking at that kind of stuff, it really messed my head up because in relationships, if you look at woman after, mind you, let's take heat to this. You're squeegeeing up looking at multiple women. Oh, no, that ain't the one. Oh, no, that ain't the one. Oh, that not, not all right, that's the one. I'm gonna do a little bit of that, then I'm gonna go to this. Come on, you doing it to like 8, 9 different faces, different bodies. So you're not just attracted to one, you have a catalog of many, right? When you go into the what we call the real world on Eve, what's up, just Eve? In real time, when we go in real time, we see that you can't stick with just one. You need multiple faces. So you not only with her, but you with this other girl, you with this other girl. And as for the women who are with women, who imitate men, because I remember growing up, a woman who imitated a man will sag harder, will grab empty spots harder, will not
Oh,
bathe sometimes. Yeah, I know it's funny. Will not bathe sometimes because they thought that's what men don't do. Ignore their menstrual. Why?
yeah.
Eating the back to the front and not brushing your teeth and want to roll up with somebody, smelling like Godzilla and King Kong and dangling together with a bunch of lions and giraffes. And they want to roll up with you and say, here you go. See, that's the kind of stuff I dealt with that in the hood. And I say, come on, man. Do imitating us, do you have to be dirty? And then they wear the straps and they not cleaning them properly. They having infections. They having this. So I see why a lot of people. I had one dude say, man, look, I go to the internet for my pleasure because I'm not trying to be out here messing with any of this. So is it a benefit for him if his wife is not into that sort of thing, and so he can justify not cheating? He self pleasure? And how far can self pleasure go to one's imagination, and how much damage can it do? Do you even appreciate her after that? That's what I. What's up, JP? What's up? What's up, Jalen? Hey, look, I'm just throwing this out there because when y'all doing this on these phones, got a back and a front, right? So when y'all doing that, who y'all think is watching y'all? I'm just being honest. Do y'all think that these websites that y'all watch for free ain't monitoring y'all? Do y'all think that the government is not watching y'all play with y'all squeegees and watching her play with hers?
You're not supposed to know. Stop it. Stop.
Is they not supposed to know that? I mean, come on, man.
You're not supposed to know that.
I gotta let them know, because if they don't understand, because one day they're gonna blackmail. They're gonna blackmail, and it's gonna come from a higher power, and they're gonna have you on your phone with all the squeegee watching.
Yeah. See, family. What a lot of people don't know is that every, the federal government, they did two things. Number one, what they did is that they began, in a sense, to have everybody have to buy FM radios.
Yeah.
And they changed the way you could get television broadcasts.
Yeah, they did.
And the reason that they changed the way you could get television broadcasts, and also, the FM stations, is because, see, they can listen into every broadcast. People don't even know that anytime you turn on your radio, it never turns off. It never turns off.
Still not off.
And so when you think that you're performing when you're trying to pleasure yourself, and you have a TV or a telephone on, you're automatically being recorded. You're being recorded.
Thank you.
You see?
Thank you.
I'm
glad y'all know that.
And see, because of the fact, in the sense that you're being recorded, you may think that what you're doing is not being seen. It's being seen. And people can use that, if they wish, down the road to impact on you. Because, see, the government listens to everything you say. And they have computers. And these computers, they monitor every telephone call. That's why if you wanted to assassinate somebody, if you talked about assassinating somebody in your car, or in front of an FM radio, or in front of a television, it's automatically being recorded by the government.
And them lights, them cameras that y'all see on every light post.
Yeah.
Y'all ever wonder why, when people get, like, they murder people and they look for the suspect, and there's always this old funny picture that they have where it's like it's captured, look like from someone's phone or from somewhere up, and they're getting that image because they know your whereabouts. They already, when you complete a murder, They know what street you went on.
Right.
They know what neighborhood you went in. They just have to play their cards right in order to get the evidence so it won't look like they're being creepy. Okay? Because if they were to just take you to jail and say, well, we got you because of that street camera, then people are going to say, hold up, the street camera's watching me? Well, duh, it's a camera. But then I seen one feed where it said that, oh no, the cameras are just to watch and monitor the lights to make sure that when the cars are there, the light turn green and you can go. I work for the city, I know. And I say bullshiggity because there's been plenty of times I have sat at a light and that mofo did not turn green. I'm sitting there. I'm like, where's the camera? Hey, G.I.J. comma J equals 0 to all of my Gagathans out there. We Gagathans all together, man. G.I.J. comma J equals 0 to all of y'all. Yeah, Geiget, baby. Yeah. Grand Unified Theorem all day, baby. Yeah, Dr. Gabriel Ebo. Yeah. All right, but yeah, back to this digital love. It's a digital attack. It is a digital attack on the youth because they make it so easy to be accessible. And then, Baba, this is what I don't like is they made The Simpsons some freaks. They made Family Guy some freaks. They cartoony these images. They got the anime characters. They even got your boy Goku going hard in the bed, man. Yeah, man, Goku, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, man.
Goku.
That's what I'm talking about, Bob.
Yeah.
So you don't. Here's the thing: you don't know what these people are thinking when they watching these cartoons. Now you don't know. These people have been so creepy to where they're dressing themselves up like animals. They're teaching the kids that it's not just male and female, but then there's the hidden gender. And it's like, no, it's not. It's male and female. Biden just passed a law for the schools. If you're in the school system, they have to, you can't talk about LGBT or nothing like that. First of all, we don't ever have a law on black folks to protect us. As far as someone calling us a nigger or calling us a nigger or a coon or whatever the words they want to use. So they can roughhouse us, but the community, they get protected. And we talking about the kids, which is weird. So there was another video where there was a one of them little confused children competing in a sport. You broke it? It's okay. So he competing in a sport with other girls and he's a confused person running. This is just confusion because like I said once before, people, they tried to scare y'all and say that that's where the AIDS come from and you'll get AIDS by doing it. I think that scare tactic would still work. I wish it did because it slowed the process down, made them stay in their place, made them stay away from us. It was peaceful. Because it's out now and they're not talking about the risks and all the bacteria, all the deadly diseases. I think it made the world a little unsafer. And then you have this digital stuff that's amping it up. So, it's scary out here, man. The digital stuff goes beyond that. It goes to Fortnite. So let's talk about Fortnite, a major game. They have dances on there, males doing little confused dances, and these kids are picking these dances because the dances are limited. They have confused music. Target is targeting everybody with their confusion.
Yeah. They had that big thing last year with Target.
Yes.
They tried to bring out various fashions.
They did.
Transgender, but
yes.
James Edward Brown,
Yeah, what's up?
26.
Utopia, what's up?
The main thing is that what I found is this is that
Uh-huh.
it all has to do with what's called transhumanism.
Okay.
And see the transhumanists, what they want to do is that they want to be able to make money off of reproduction. Okay, because they want to make money off of reproduction, they want to diminish the idea of what a female is. Remember, if you remember last year when they was making that Jamaican lady, putting that Jamaican lady on the Supreme Court.
Mm.
When they put her on the Supreme Court, they asked her what is a woman, and she couldn't define what a woman was.
Mm.
And because the fact, in a sense, is that the transhumanists, what they want to do is that they want to eliminate any idea of the female gender. They do not want people to think about women as being original. That's why there's so much emphasis on transgender people. Maybe even people, even if they want to think they're an animal, or think because see, and they're using the digital area, they're using the internet to be able, in a sense, to cause one of the major things that you brought up. And the major thing that they're doing is that they're confusing our children. Our children don't know who they are.
No.
They don't know who they are. They don't know what they are. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know. They haven't even lived long enough to really see what's happening in the world. And yet they're trying to teach them various negative attitudes. They can be very detrimental to their health, and in a sense, not only their physical health, but also their mental health.
It messes up their mental health and causes a trauma that is hard to get rid of. And a lot of times, in order to get rid of it, they have to go through the process all the way. So if that takes for them to, when they start off thinking it, they're going to have to dress like it, put the nails on, or the girl is going to have to buy the boy clothes. And what they're going to do is they're going to have to get their act together. Once they get their act together and then get their script and read their roles and say, the girl going to say, "What's up, my nigga? What's happening? What's happening? What's up, man?" Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Where my pills at? Where my hormone pills?
You gotta have a pants.
Gotta have the pants sagging, and they forget their women. At the end of the day, I met a dude said, "Man, you think I wouldn't do no stud?" Said, "Man, I do ugly ducklings all day. A stud is bad. What you mean? They untouched. Man, that's probably be the tightest." So, I hear that. But then a stud, like, I wouldn't do a dude, but then you got the dude gear. And you still gotta pleasure yourself? I'm confused.
Well,
it's a confusion.
I don't know. They're always talking about, I know, some of the other people are always talking about the strap-ons and all that type of. I don't know nothing about all that stuff,
I hung them, and so then and now. So back then, y'all, you didn't have to worry about that. Now I had to worry about it. I had to see it. I was around women.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Back in the day.
What they do?
Back in the day, when you talk to a girl, you wanted to look at her shoulders. You wanted to see if she had an Adam's apple.
Oh, I know about that.
Because see, the thing is this, that you had people back, even when I was a teenager, it was still people who was who were kind of trying to trick you and make you think there was a girl out.
But you can smell them, doctor. Can't you smell it?
No.
What?
I back in the day, everybody was musty. We didn't have everybody was musty when I was growing up, and they was looking rough. You always used to look at the girls who lived in the more prosperous neighborhood. Those girls look real real pretty and sexy. They had nice hair.
What they say is she got all her teeth. It's cool.
Yeah, she got her teeth. I was okay. But you know, but
No
then
Adam's apple, no big
yeah,
hands, no big feet. Okay, she good. All right.
the girls in the hood, some of them was looking rough back in the day, man. Shit.
Them
No,
streetwalkers, huh?
no, they look. Some of them look. Some of them look worse than the streetwalkers. But you know,
God dang, hold up.
the thing is, this is that back in the day, it was much better because
Mm,
back in the day, you know, you might could sneak and look at your father or your uncle would have a, you know, maybe a Playboy around,
yes, yes.
and
I
some of
found one.
and then some of the older people they would have the some of the records, you know, those comedians back in the day.
Right,
But
right.
you know, they wouldn't let us hear them. Well, they would kind of keep them separate. But you know, when by the early 2000s, when I would make home visits, a lot of times when we would get new eighth graders, we would visit their houses to
Hmm.
kind of let the parents know, you know, that we were their teacher and that we would you know, that they were going to have to be graduating, they were going to pay a lot of fees and all that type of stuff, just to get the parents ready to understand that their children were going into a new experience. And then sometime when you would go into the home, you would find the pornography videotapes with the damn Aladdin and the Disney videotapes. Yes, a
Ah,
lot of parents they
I
stopped
had them.
hiding stuff. See,
Mm.
when my kids grew up, and definitely when I grew up, you know, the adults tried to keep their kids away from, you know, materials that might cause them confusion.
There you go.
But I noticed when I would visit people's houses that a lot of people they didn't see any difference between putting their pornographic videotapes with the regular videotapes.
No, that's not cool. That's
I
not
don't
cool
think
at
so.
all. Nah, that's not cool. There's a dude online, man. There's a group of these guys, right? And I think like four of them are already in jail and stuff. They serving time, but one of them, dude named Nature Boy, something like that. I know y'all probably familiar with him. He's spiritual. Let me tell y'all, I'm very spiritual, and ain't no way in this world the spirits ever told me some stupid spooky shit on what these guys be claiming they hearing. And me and Tons Five, we gonna come out with a show next week, and it's gonna be called Spiritual Talk. And we just gonna talk to your spirit. And in that spiritual talk, we're gonna expose some of these guys and these women for taking advantage of their powers, and because they take advantage of their powers, they not here. One guy named Nature Boy, he called himself having a cult, and people signed up to it, which was weird. You gotta, in order to sign up for something and go with somebody on a retreat and know, kind of get a vibe of this dude and thinking you about to get away, and this dude ain't certified, he ain't had no history, he same age as you in his mid 20s, late 30s or mid 30s, and he's talking about this nigga say, I have sex in front of my kids to show them what it is and what to do. Get your ass. See,
How could a mother do that? How could a mother do that?
come on, man. But all right, here go another one. Sexy Red twerking in front of her baby. How about that? That's the
And
new
then
video.
I
That's
saw,
going viral.
and then there was one video where Sexy Red and them was letting some little babies, trying to teach the little girls. You know that used to be that all that twerking and stuff. A lot of that began with you know, what's his name from Louisiana. He made
Mm.
his first record, Pop That Coochie. And when
Oh, pop that
Pop That
coochie, baby, pop. Man,
Coochie,
that's from Miami. That's your
that's
boy Uncle
Miami,
Luke. Yeah, that's
yeah,
Uncle
Uncle
Luke
Luke.
now, man.
Uncle Luke,
Yeah.
they got it started, and then
Yes.
they was having trouble.
Louisiana.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
They
sir.
went in on it too. Yeah.
So,
That's
but
how yeah. That's how it
we
started.
take for granted, and you know, the thing is, this is that so many parents aren't really doing their job. Create So Far says,
Mm.
I've never seen so many stud black women in all my 30 plus years of living in New York City than I have in the past few years. Yeah, because they make it popular. Because see, a lot of times when people would have those pornographic films, they would always want to have the girl on girl sex.
Yeah, they do, and men approve it most of the time.
Yeah, and then since men approve it, then I think after a while people just took it as being something that they should just do. It's the power. Just like to me, in a sense, is that I think some women who like to be studs, I think that they look at the internet and they see how they think men are supposed to act, and then they feel if they act that way, then they can, in a sense, be able to show how strong they are.
And women, y'all don't.
Just like the other day, this is deep, but I think it's something that people should really think about. When they was talking about Al Kabulan, man, he said, right, this is why the media is showing Brittany Griner being pregnant, and Griner is in a man's suit.
Yeah,
that's right. And
that's right.
Thank you. Not only is Griner in a man's suit, Griner is a deadbeat mama, mom dad.
Come on, man.
She got 2 twins.
Speak on it.
Another woman she was with.
Speak on it.
And then and she's not even paying the child support on those other twins.
Speak on it.
Well, look at me. I mean, she was tough shit, and when she was in Russia and they arrested her,
I remember that
because she was trying to hit that dope.
Uh-huh.
But to me, I just think it's terrible. I think that they'll let. I don't want to go there, anyway, but it's just like when they let people adopt these children, or how you going to it was one couple they had a baby, and they had went and got some donor sperm, and they ended up being black with a white baby, because they had got this, they got the semen on the market, and the whole point is that they don't want to be touched by a man. It's all crazy. I was listening to some of the people on the internet talking about it's a shame that these women aren't telling their children who the daddy is, and it's just crazy. I don't know. I was married. All praise on to God. I didn't have any children out of wedlock.
Me too.
Except my wife did. We did have our first child when she was 16, and we weren't married. But when she got 18, we got married, and so our children, in a sense, had a mother and a father. And I think that it takes more than one gendered parent to raise children. I think a child needs in a sense a mom and a dad. But if you look at the videos now, these videos make it appear you don't need to have, in a sense, a mother and a father. You just need to have a mom.
Yeah, that sucks.
But even when I was growing up back in the day, it was single parent homes. But often, even though there were single parent homes, there was always an uncle, a grandfather. It was some male around, so that the kid, in a sense, could see the difference between genders. You had to see the difference between genders. Karen Benzine, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that was Mom's Mabley. They would have those Mabley records back in the day, and they wouldn't play them when we was around, So I don't
know. And Dolomite, huh?
Yeah, Dolomite. Dolomite was out when I was grown. He came out in the 70s.
Okay.
So Dolomite. By that time, I could listen to Dolomite, but I maybe wouldn't want my children to hear it. But the thing is, that with this digital love thing, it's just crazy. Like they're advertising. You have people on the advertising that you should maybe if your child say, I like to put on my sister's clothes, or I like to put on my mama's shoes. Okay, you gay. So let's train them to be gay. And now they got all these horror stories. They got these horror stories where children had thought they wanted to be another gender, and they had their sex change. And then when they get 18 or 19, then they're upset. And then they wish they wouldn't have, in a sense, had
Come
that
on,
surgery.
man. You right about that. And that was that Dwayne Wade or something.
Yeah.
I think that's him and his wife approved of that message. And I seen her in a recent movie and I'm just like can't even support her. A lot of times, man, I
Well,
can't even what's
but you
up?
got to remember when remember she did an interview once and said she would do anything. She'd give anybody a blow job to get a job in Hollywood. So
See, I didn't know about that. And
oh yeah,
y'all gotta remember your favorite actors have did something dirty.
yeah.
All of them had to go on the casting couch. The casting couch is not fake. The casting couch is a door opener. A casting couch will allow you to be on mainstream, on everybody digital frequency. And the casting couch is not limited. Rappers can be on the casting couch. Your singers can be on the casting couch. You know, shout out to Beyonce and Jay-Z. I know what you did last summer. You know, I got insight on a lot of these artists because I deal with people that avoided the casting couch. And we watch those who have what they call sold their souls for a chance to kick it in fame.
Is it so they whole or so they sold?
Hey, sold they hole. Sold the glory, what they call it, the glory hole, that
Yeah.
stinky hole. So it's I gotta stop saying it's stanky red, okay? If y'all know who I'm talking about, it's stanky red. Stanky red is if we want to be blunt, stanky red bad. Other women that don't do that, what she do, the total opposite, good. Okay, I have to explain that to people. They say, well, how you feel about this? Well, I just said bad and good. No, stanky red, bad, and everything that falls with it. Even your boy Webby, anyone. I don't. My wife, we used to listen to Webby. You know, that's a bad. That's a bad bitch. That's a bad or independent. INDEPN. You know, we used to like that, but as you see, as you get older, you like, okay, that was a phase. They still going through this phase. They still living it. They still pushing it. And then we realize that, dang, we was liking that stuff because of the beat.
Yeah.
The beat was live. So we not only looking at the artists, we have to look at the producers who sold out. So you have a nice producer who made this lovely track and he sold it to this whack, dirty mouth, stanky, ignorant rapper. And this fool put some fool daisy stuff on it. And then they market it and put it out there. And you as a producer say, man, I got paid off of that. Well, would you listen to it? Nope. Nope. I wouldn't even jam it, you know, and that's yeah, a slutty red. Yeah, that's slutty red. Just keep the S in it. Go ahead, JP.
They never grow out developmentally or spiritually, and they don't want us to either. You're right, JP.
They
That's
don't.
the game.
That's sad. It's
They
true.
want us to stay. They want to stay in the negative bin. And the thing is, this is that we always say that we did little sneaky stuff back when we were growing up. So these kids are the same. No, that internet is totally different.
Totally.
The things that children can find out about digital love today are things that we never knew or thought about. Stuff we never even thought about. When I
Come
was
on,
when I
man.
was growing up, in a sense, only older women performed oral sex. Only older women performed oral sex. You
Mm.
know, and that's what we were talking about, the fact that that's how they could get a young guy. They could hit him with that oral sex. But see, the popularity of oral sex, brothers out there,
Mm.
talk to your sons. You know,
Thank
the
you.
popularity of oral sex is just in a sense, is just to encourage homosexuality.
Come on now.
Like my daughter said, you know, Pops, she said a woman can be a bisexual. That means she can have sex with a man or a woman. But she said that she said most men, she said men, period, rarely can just be bisexual, because she said after a while they become full homosexual.
They will.
And
Yeah.
and you look at look at what they're talking about now about Diddy and all
Yeah.
these so-called singers, and they're talking about they were homosexual back in the day.
Right.
Now it's a lot of rappers who admit their homosexuality,
Come
but
on,
then they
man.
said they had these freak parties,
Yeah.
and they bring it to these parties.
Yeah.
According to what they say on the internet, when they talk about digital love, they talk about if you go to these freak parties, they give you some drugs or they put something in your drink, even if you ask for water, they
They
put it
will.
in your drink.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you know, the next day they got pictures of somebody busting your butt in the bathtub or something.
There you
You
go.
know,
They
and
call it
then
performing rituals on you. Go
right,
for it.
and see what makes it so bad is that see these perverts, especially the cultist perverts, they feel that if you penetrate a male, from anally, that you can have control over that male, and they especially feel that they can gain power over children. And many other cultists, many other cults in a sense, they encourage that type of behavior, and they encourage that type of behavior because they feel that somehow you're dominating that child, because by you penetrating their anus, then that makes them feel that you gain power over that child.
And
I
it's
don't.
absolute. It's just true though, because for years that worked.
Yeah, but
That's sad.
I think that you gain. I think that you. I don't think it's metaphysical.
Inferiority. That's inferiority
Yeah,
complex.
thank you, because by the simple fact that somebody's mounted you,
Yes.
that makes you feel they must be superior to me, that
There
they
you
can
go.
dominate me,
Mm-mm.
that they can say anything. JP, she
Mm.
said something very interesting.
Yeah.
Too many things are normalized
Normalized.
as teen or young behavior.
Hmm.
When I was a teen, I wasn't doing crazy stuff, and I
No,
still
still
don't.
don't.
It's
Oof.
not normal to be overly sensual at a young age, but
Hmm.
it's promoted in the media. It is promoted in the media. That's why when my daughter, she's in her 40s now. When she was younger, I used to tell my wife, "We're not going to feed her too much chicken or beef. We try to
The
encourage her to eat
hormones.
vegetables."
Yeah.
Yeah, the hormones,
The
because we
hormones
didn't want her to get her.
overdeveloped. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want her to get her period so quick, because
Yeah.
if a girl gets her period, she wants to have sex.
And
That's
that's
why
what
you have
y'all
to
was dealing
wait.
with. That was then. See,
Yeah,
all right, now y'all hear this. This was then. It was the hormones. And
right.
then they banned the hormones now. What is it now, guys? Now these kids ain't developing all the way. Now they have so much preservatives in their body, in their
Right.
organs, that it's not maturing. The preservatives is preserving these kids' body so they won't develop. You see, that first they overdeveloped. Now, in my time, they're underdeveloped. These kids are full of these hormones. I mean, these preservatives, man. These preservatives is hurting these kids. They not even they little. These kids, most of these kids are puny. If it weren't for their mom and dad, these kids ain't growing like that. You'll catch some of them, man, but a lot of the times, man, these kids ain't developing mentally. They like I seen kids look grown that talk like this. Yeah, I'll go out there and play hoop. Yeah, I'll do that. And it's like, bro, that is not normal.
Yeah.
Bro, your mama don't talk like that. Your dad don't talk like that. Who the hell? But they stuck on these games. They stuck in this digital world, and they using that to escape from their household. How easy it is for you to escape an ass whooping. You say, well, I'm finna go and forget mom and dad. I'm finna go hanky panky myself and release.
Yeah.
How many times do they release? How many times is it drained? It's not normal. If we was way back in your day, Baba, how much is these kids is ejaculating? God dang, man. There should be enough protein to go around for ages, man. I
We didn't
mean,
have time. We didn't have
didn't have
time.
time. You see what I'm
But
saying?
for one thing, You wasn't gonna have the privacy of your room all
There
the
you
time.
go.
You was gonna have to be, your family wants you to be out with the rest of the family. You had to eat at certain times.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll admit, as your kids get older, then some of them aren't around at dinner, but most of the time you had to eat at certain times. You watch TV as a group. Even if you put a television in your kid's room, you usually watch things as a group,
Yes, you do. Not alone, not with your door closed, not like I told you before. Parents, if your kid is under 15 or under 14, you stay up until that mofo go to sleep.
Or you take that phone.
You take that phone, take that entertainment, make sure they can't. Yeah, because that Fire Stick, I'm telling y'all this, that Fire Stick can access some stuff too.
And the TV, they shouldn't have it. I hate to say this, they shouldn't have a TV in their room.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
See, a lot of times, in a sense, when you go to sleep, they can have that TV on low, and they're not getting. They're bringing up the fact that their kids aren't getting the sleep they need. They said a lot of kids, in a sense, they're staying up so late that they're not ready, and they're saying that some people should start later. JP, she says that too many things are normalized as teen or young behavior, and it's not. They shouldn't be doing that stuff, and again, Al Kabulan, man, what does he say? He says that, Brother Clyde, you are right. A pale male who was a pig officer was arrested for sexing a 1-year-old baby.
I heard about that, man.
This behavior will become normal because they already have
laws and books on.
That's right, they do have laws on the books, but they want you to ignore the laws, and they want to take them off the books so they can help the letter people.
Come on, y'all.
You know that they have places. They have places in Europe. They have brothels.
Bestiality, brothels. Yeah, brothels in Europe.
Brothels in Europe where the men sit in a chair and they bring a sheep.
Yeah.
And they copulate the sheeps.
Yeah.
They copulate the sheeps.
Bestiality.
I don't. When I was, I've heard even some men copulating chickens.
Yeah. They do
That's
that.
crazy.
They haven't. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So people, male, female. All right, let me explain. This is what these people with too much time on their hand do. All right. These people, what they do is they want to break you down. We're not simple enough. They want to break you down and say, well, if we could break down a plant and we can separate this from the plant and separate that from the plant down to the lowest molecule, and then we extract that molecule and mix that with this over here because we did that to that plant, we can create another plant. But what they're not knowing is that is sin against nature. You're sinning. That ain't cool. You should have left it alone because it had the right minerals.
They don't even want to talk about sinning.
Come on.
They don't want God in there.
They don't. Thank you. And now let's break down a human. So they broke down a human molecule so much to where they're like, well, a woman can do this and a male can do this. But what happened if the male with a male, can we have them to make a baby and a woman with a woman to make a baby? How do we do that? If we break this down and do this and say that there's different ones, and how can we make bestiality normalized? Well, from my observation is, this is how you normalize bestiality. First, what you're going to do is you're going to separate the male from the female and say the male got rights and the male got different rights, and say that they're both equal. A woman can do what a male can do. A male can do what a woman can do. Wrong. And then what you're going to do is you're going to confuse the children, and then you're going to feed them cartoons and anime and show them that bunny ears and having fox ears and actually looking like a fox, and that could be a superhero, and a dude got a tail and all this other stuff. So we're going to normalize that and make sure that it's into the kids. Then what we're going to do when the pandemic hit, we're going to give all the pedophiles and all the weirdos a right to carry their pet with them. And if we can make a law for them to carry their dog with them, which is their mate, a man's best friend, then what we can do is we can normalize that act, and bring that forth with the anime and the kids and get the kids to like this. And then we're gonna do the porn thing, the industry, and we're gonna add the animals into that little by little with the dog ears or dressing up like animals with the moo costume or the horse costume. And we're gonna put that in effect. And then some of our laws that we have in history where it says no bestiality, we're going to wipe them away real quick. We're going to make it to where it's normalized to where people can marry the animals, because the kids, we got to look at it like this. In the 70s, they had a big thing on generations, like Generation X or the Z generation. And in my generation, we didn't look at none of these other generations like that, because we was like, what the hell is a millennials? What is this? What is that? So we didn't know that every generation is affected with chemicals that they put in these babies, or different climate changes, or different foods that they put out in their test dummies. So we are being test dummies to these generations that are affected by one another. And we're saying, well, that's the next generation that's going to lead us. So how can we manipulate that generation to accept animals as normalization of kissing animals? Mind you, these creatures have been kissing these animals, tonguing these animals, sleeping with these animals, put them in the bed, and they call it domesticating. But we also know as our people that a domesticated animal still got to be out. A domesticated animal still can't walk among you, because Fifi cannot be in my kitchen. I'm sorry. Fifi can't be in my kitchen. Fifi can't be under my goddamn dining room table. Fifi can't be chilling with us. But some of us have seen it being normalized that we have Fifi here. You go to Africa, man. Come on, man. The wildlife is outside. Come on, we go to ancient in here where we had our animals when we indigenous,
Outside.
yeah, outside, man, and we train them to put them outside.
Well,
What's
see,
up?
but we people got the little dogs now. Al Kabulan man says right. It's this food. It's this food garbage that they eat
Yes,
every day. I seen a 12-year-old boy with a beard.
beard and mustache. Yeah,
I seen 11-year-old girls with gigantic breasts and
yeah,
just
that's
and just
sad.
looking totally feminine. And the point is, this is that people don't understand, And in a way, I hate to agree. I have to agree with JP. Is that this is why reading is so important, especially
Yes,
reading your books, Dr. Winters. It's important for our kids to get their brain
stimulated.
stimulated every day and not
Mm,
screens every day. Let's take a little
thank you.
break and do some commercials.
Lay out. Then and now.
At the end of the physical, I am the hero. Spiritual essence equals zero. I never change, remain the same. My respect for nature and my brain. The Black American experience is the most traumatizing experience that any other human has ever experienced. ETSS, RBTS, IV, B68, HF, and RBF. Racial battle fatigue. How many times was my family wept because they can't see? Slaughter us on camera, then offer us help. And I see us saying master help. Imposter syndrome, their nature. They never wanted the mean, just wanted our wealth. Lazy, pathetic, inbred. Criminals, murderers, half dead. Straight out the ice age on another masquerade with one purpose to divide and conquer. Most of us come from a sunken place. Shadow work will return us back in shape. Back then, even now, they still a best. And I upgraded and I remain the best of best. Can't keep us from thinking. On the cool, we let they ship sinking. No religion, sex addiction, food addiction, death addiction, substance, self-help addiction.
So dreamy.
Hey,
So dreamy.
hey,
So blue.
I've just written a new book, History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals of America. Yes, I've written a new book. This book is called History and Culture of Afro Americans. It's about the Aboriginal Americans. It's about the first people who inhabited America. Many people don't know about our great culture, this super culture that we created, but I discussed this book. In 489 pages, you'll find out so much information, great information, about, in a sense, what the Aboriginal foundational Black Americans did. You're going to see, in a sense, that Black people contributed much here. When the first Europeans got here, that's what they found. Yes, they found Black Aboriginals inhabiting the Americas. It was the Black Aboriginals that built this country. This is why you had to get my book, History and Culture of the Aboriginal Blacks of the Americas. In this book, you will find out the truth. You will know what we created. You will know who we are. Get this book. Buy it now.
Since the goal touch your heart.
Here's the man who can sell.
The goal touch your heart with the dinner rolls. Shake the spirit one time, it gets old. She gon' take me out of space into another zone. Free spirit, she ain't messing with them petty hoes. Microwaves and cobaltos out of phone. Smoking in that vibe and smoking good on that drone. Call me eating out with the cuz all up in a fro. This queen approach, she gon' drop it low to the flow. You know she liquid gold with the alchemy in the bowl. Trippy super soul is the greatest tale never told. She gon' get you right, you can set up on your goals. You gon' spend the night in the harmony with your toes. Know she's super fine and the aura down to her bones. Super magic fairy, I'm lost in the rituals. She give me life like butterflies on the rose. Really rich and old, ain't nothing like cracker trolls. Hidden in the clothes, an extraterrestrial. And she never fold, trap crackers up in the throat. She drink your wine, she rock you up like a bow. And she spark my mind with intellectual codes. Shake butter oils and linger up in your nose. Independent goddess like rhythm up in the soul.
Yellow honey, drip slow, sweet agave, at the toe. Independent finance, wine, citrus mist. My Wonder Woman, I wonder how to.
I know, right?
What? Tone spot.
Tone spot. Getting it, man.
You gotta get some of that
Hey, yeah, I love that, boy.
Greetings, family. Sister Shanice. Greetings, family. Sister Shanice here, and I'm absolutely delighted to be able to bring you a new training program that starts on Monday, the 29th of April 2024. It's going to be running for 6 strongs or 6 weeks, and we're going to be focusing on when Britain was black. Yes, indeed. Did you know that there was a time when in Britain we were worshipping a black Jesus on the cross? No, it's not just Russia. Did you know that there was a time in Britain where the mother and child was actually portrayed as black? Did you know that there was a time in Britain when the majority of people in Parliament were black? Did you know that there was a time in Britain when the monument builders were black? Did you know there was a time in Britain when the aristocracy was black, the kings, the queens, and royalty was black? Family, there has been so much history that has been hidden from us as a people, and we're going to be resurrecting this history on our 6 weeks training program. So make sure you join me, family, if you want to appreciate love the extent to which we as Africans have a greater claim to Britain than is currently being portrayed. If you are a Black history enthusiast, if you want to learn about where to go to do the research and find out more about Black Britain, if you are maybe training others in Black history, developing curriculum materials, maybe teaching in the field of history, and want to know more about Africans in Britain, then this is definitely the course for you. As I said, it's starting on Monday the 29th of April. Installment options are available. We're looking forward to you joining us on that day. I have leading researcher, anthropologist, archaeologist, linguist, man himself, Dr. Clyde Winters. So join us, family. We look forward to you being there. Okay, family, so sign up for this new, innovative, inspirational, groundbreaking course that's going to unravel, resurrect some buried treasures of African history. Don't delay. Go to sistershanice.gumroad.com. That's sistershanice.gumroad.com. Bye for now.
And of course, you got to, in a sense, contact Yoshima the Genius so he can help you to make your websites and your whatever you're doing, he can make it better. Family, I'm gonna tell you, family. You see, what we're trying to talk about tonight is that this digital love is destroying our children. We have to take back control of our children. We have to take back teaching them the proper ways to do things, teaching them to understand that be a child for a while. Be a child for a while. Because when you just know everything, when a kid learns about sexual intercourse, everything is over. Everything is over. You see, because a kid needs to grow. A kid needs to grow in stages. A kid, in a sense, needs to be able to talk to you and ask you about this or you about that. And they shouldn't have to learn everything by being able to go into that, going here and and finding out bull.
There you go.
They shouldn't be able to just go to the phone and be able to use that or go to the computer, because remember that telephone. That telephone is more powerful than the laptop that I'm on now.
Yep.
People do not know that cell phone. It can either be an iPhone or it can be, and Samsung. You got a super phone if you got a Samsung. But I'm just bored with I'm just bored with an iPhone. But anybody with an iPhone know, well, if you research, it's really on a Samsung structure. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But
we'll get into that.
We had to get our children back. We had to allow them to understand that there's more to love than what they see on a screen.
Please, y'all. It means a lot to us if you protect your children.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us if you have one of your children read a Dr. Clyde Winters book. All right. My son is reading one of your books now. And the thing is, when he's reading it, he's hearing your voice. So he's able to look at your show, link you together, and know what B1 is, because you're like the B1 superhero to him. You
Wow.
like, yeah, you like the superhero with the B1 on his chest, and he got the FBA flag, and he's getting the flag, throwing it in, they dirty souls, and it lightens up the flag. Yeah, I'm creating a whole cartoon off of you, brother. So yeah, the B1 superhero. Yeah, Dr. Winters. Yeah, for real, for real.
You had to put in there.
Blood.
You had to put in there. Know how when you made the thumbnail when we did our first thing.
Oh yeah, first
You
one,
had to put
yeah, with
like
the
I was
fire, yeah, yeah, I gotta, yeah, Mortal Comeback type style, yeah, absolutely.
but
But yeah,
it's very sad because you brought the fact that they got Goku now and they're putting him in sexually explicit scenes.
yeah,
That's
they
really
messing us up.
terrible, because that's how I became introduced to anime because my grandson he used to look at Goku back in the day, and he would say, "Look at it with me," and my wife wanted her to look at anime with him. That's how we got into anime.
Got you.
And the thing,
AI took anime and flipped it, bro.
yeah, now they have flipped everything. They
They
got
flipped
this
everything.
they got this new show out on that's
And
supposed to be
Netflix,
like, yeah, the Netflix show is supposed to be that old show from the 70s.
yeah,
Good
Good
Time.
Times. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah,
That's
got a brother in the
sad.
shower singing with a roach. What the hell is this?
Seth, if anyone like that Family Guy stuff and like the Cleveland Show and like that teddy bear, that talking teddy bear, this dude, if you hearing this, you creepazoid, you a creep. Stay away from my children.
Yeah.
Okay, you creep. You creepy. You look creepy. You act creepy. Your head shape is creepy. You like a goddamn lemon head. You creepazoid. Stay away from broadcasting. And that goes to everybody who follows that creep. You know what I'm saying? May my words find you and tell you to stop. I'm not telling you to go hurt yourself. I'm not telling you to off yourself. I'm telling you to stay away from my children because you are grown up and you're a creepazoid and you have nothing good to say. You have nothing good in your soul but the benefit off of our hard sweat, tears, all of our intellect, our slang. I don't know who you're getting this from, but whoever is around you that is one of us and claim they one of us, who is taken from the community and feeding you this stuff, because ain't nobody letting you in our community to know this.
No.
You just a little creep and you're getting it. You paying somebody to feed this stuff to you. So, man, look, I can't wait until money be a thing of the past to where none of these creeps can benefit off of this, because I'm tired of this. They disrespecting our kids. They disrespected the creator of Good Times, like JP saying. That is so disrespectful what they're doing to Good Times. It's so sad. Good Times was a great show for black families and stood the test of time and stands the test of time. I'm young and I still watch Good Times. You dig what I'm saying? It was, come on, man. And Steph Curry, I don't deal with Steph. Me personally, basketball, it was only in sports to me to me, I don't watch sports. I mean, kudos to anyone who watch it, but me, I don't see it as an entertainment, because I think like Kaba Kamane said, Kaba said in baseball, baseball fields used to be little until the black man came and kept hitting home runs, so they had to extend the goddamn field. Basketball, the goal used to be lower until we kept making the 2 points and dunking them. And then they had to make the 2 points 3. They said, God dang, they going and they so in, so we're going to raise the goal higher for them, and we're going to draw it back and put a line way back here. So think about what I'm saying, y'all. They fabricate these sports because we would come in and dominate them so much to where they have to expand stuff. They have to make it bigger. They have to make it far-fetched for us. And guess what? We still dominate, because guess why? Sports was the only way for us to show our true potential. our true athletic ability, our true thinking, our mapping, our planning. That was the only thing. But if you take away that and just leave us be, we will make a pyramid.
You know, back in the day, I love football. I'm not gonna lie and cap out here. No, I love the Bears. I've been looking at the Bears since I was a kid.
And you played football.
Yeah, you're gonna find me on Sunday looking at the Bears.
I didn't play football. I did art. So I was drawing the pictures, and y'all jocks was getting all the girls. And I was like, you know what? Y'all can have them.
You was getting to draw nude pictures though. You were an artist.
Yeah, I got to play the trumpet, and I got to make some love music and do out. And I had women who liked me for me, man, not because of kind of what I did. I just know how to talk to them, you know. But I seen that the jocks, they could go make a touchdown, and they got 5 of the best cheerleaders.
Hey, two of my ladies,
come on.
Two of my ladies was taken by boys in the band. Boys in the band was usually, they dress cool, they talk cool. Yeah, I had 2 girlfriends by boys in the band. You bring it back.
You see what I'm saying? So it was jocks versus the artists, man. So I know a lot of artists don't get entertained by sports because a lot of us look at it as like, dang, man, y'all got to do so much to get attention. Lee, I could go draw a picture, play a song, and I get that if we looking for that. But then my son is athletic. So my son, he looks at it as a way to release all that energy. So I see it from a different perspective now. But I still, to this day, don't like competing. I think that competitive anything, it leaves you kind of like you're always competing. Everything is like sports, everything, gambling, sore losers. You know, that's where I get at. It leads to confrontation. The Bears lose, you, oh, God dang it. People like, oh, what happened to Dr. Clyde? Is something wrong?
My week is gone. My week is gone. If they lose, I'm sad the whole week, man.
You see it?
No, but I didn't make none of my sons play sport because
the garage fell.
When you play sports,
the garage broken. And also, I'm gonna need you to help me sign.
Say hi, kid. Since you're interrupting, come here. Say hi.
Let's look at little Yoshi.
Hey, everybody.
Little Yoshi. Yoshi.
All right. You can leave. Yeah, y'all got a glimpse, man. Y'all got
some of that hair.
Hey, he said, Dr. Clyde said, give me some of that hair. Man, look, I tried, man. It don't grow, man. Hey, look, my wig come all the way back right here, man. I'm over here with a 5 head, man. Nah, I can't do it, brother. Back then, it used to be right here. Man, I had hair down to my shoulders. It was fried, dyed, laid to the side. Right now, I get the fat rat butt crack what it's doing, long as it's cut. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn. Man, I wish I could get some of that hair back here.
I know, right? Hey, I got a little bit right here. This is as far as it go, you know. So, hey, you know, shout out to Brother Raxton who got it long. I'm eating the fruits. I'm eating the vegetables. Hey, this is as far as it go. I was one of them cool Kemites, man. I needed my razor back then, Baba Clyde. I'm one of the ones like this by the Nile River saying, yeah, I know she gonna like this, brother. I know she gonna like. Hey, Clyde, help me out right here, brother. Help me. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. I can't see in this water like that, Baba. I got you too, brother. I got you too. Go on, steady. Yeah, I got you. And I believe I was one of them people.
But see, but family, that's what I love about Yoshi Art. You know, because in Yoshi Art, he always put the grandfather research with a baseball cap. Thank you. and you know, I mean, the thing is, this is that I'm thinking about it. Sometimes I might even start wearing a baseball cap. My daughter-in-law, she was looking at some caps. She wanted some socks. You know, socks baseball caps she wanted.
Okay.
That they were thinking about buying me. They look really beautiful and sharp.
Man,
you know.
that
But
B1 symbol you got, you know that's your symbol I made for you, right?
yeah, the
That's your
baseball
symbol.
cap.
Nah,
Thank
that,
you.
that the B1 symbol.
Uh-huh.
There's a symbol that I use in every one of your videos. You don't even
Oh
know this.
yeah,
There's that gold symbol. It says B1.
B1. Yeah.
That is to Iron Man, to Dr. Clyde Winters. That is that piece that he put right. And he fire up. He's
And I'm not farting, family. I'm not farting. I'm not farting. That's about stress.
yeah, baby. Yeah, that's that B1. That goes right in the chest. So, that's my respect, man. I like to give people, they flowers while they here. While wait till on the side of me in my room and stuff, knocking over my plates. I like your form right here, and I'm digging it, and I'm grateful to have you in my presence as always. Shout out to everyone who supports you. And Sister Shanice, rise up, rise up, rise up, nah. Yeah, rise up with me. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, dig it. Look, check this out. I love you. You go hard. Continue to do what you do. I watch and I'm amazed. I mean, the things that Sister Shanice does is spectacular. That commercial she did, man, that was live at 5 right there, man. I'm loving that.
She's very talented.
Yes,
And she's very talented, and she's the oracle. And
yes,
but the thing is, this is that but no matter how good it is, it's nothing like the work done by the genius.
I'll show you.
Somebody asked me once. Was asking once, Yoshi, where do you get that name from? The
Oh yeah,
genius. And the thing is, this is that people didn't know is that you gotta tell the truth and shame the devil.
yes.
And when
Tell
you
the
when
truth.
you know a genius, that's what it's all about. But family, this whole idea of digital love is something that we need to check out. We need to really, in a sense, be more comfortable with it. Yoshi, did you want to make we're going to make the show a little. We're going to stop a little early today. Was there anything you wanted to make a final comment about digital love or?
Yeah, basically, y'all, digital love bad, books good. Leaving kids alone and watching digital content without the monetization bad. Being with your kids and watching them and being a part of their life good. And I have to say it like that because I get too many confused people that say, okay, what is it good? Is it bad? Hanky panky to yourself, bad. Okay, if you watching multiple women, being with one woman and staying with her and loving her, good. Okay, that's my advice, man. Don't beat it until it falls off because you ain't gonna be able to think properly. You need
Right.
the testosterone to build up, and you need to know how to take control over yourself, especially if you have been circumcised and you don't know how to adjust to your thing getting hard in class or just doing it for no reason. You have to meditate within yourself and let your body know that you control it. It doesn't control you. Always remember, and if that don't work, remember they're watching you. Hopefully that'll make you feel at ease. They're watching you. So don't try to put tape over it and all that. You're not gonna get around it. They have the frequencies to see inside of your house what you're doing at all times. So they can see when you all that. So y'all take it easy. Don't do it too much. Know what you're doing. Please watch your children and stop supporting the XXX, please. And let a child be a child. Let the children be children, and guide it up. We are protected, and thank you, Vladimir Putin. I really appreciate you for putting that information out. To let the people know. Kudos to you and everybody that represents you. I really respect that because not only did you show the world that we are and we is the ones and the chosen ones, but you actually put it out, and that took a lot of guts. So from my perspective, you got the biggest nuts in the ring. So yeah, I'll say to you, Vladimir Putin, for doing that, man.
Yeah, because when he came out about the black Jesus and the Black
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
you know, it's a part of our history that very few people know,
Yes.
but it's something that more of us should know. But the thing is this, is that we need to support the people out there that are speaking up for us. We need to support them.
Support. Love you. Peace.
If you're not going to speak up, you're the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, you're the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, you're the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, you're the ones who do. Vampires, they prey on your fears, so them not stay away. Vampires, they prey on your fears, control your atmosphere. Don't let them take your energy. Don't let them suck control your atmosphere. I am you and you control your atmosphere. Don't let them take your energy. Don't let them suck your energy. It's a distraction away from me. I am you and you are me. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. Nobody but yourself. Don't follow. I said nobody but yourself. Don't follow. Nobody but yourself. Don't follow yourself. Nobody, yourself. Nobody but yourself. At the end of the physical, I am the hero. Spiritual essence equals zero. I never change, remain the same. My respect for nature and my brain. The Black American experience is the most traumatizing experience that any other human has ever experienced. PTSS, RBT, SIV, B68, HF, and RBF. Racial battle fatigue. How many times must my family wept because they can't see? Slaughter us on camera, offer us help. And I see us saying master help. Imposter syndrome, dead nature. They never wanted the mean, just wanted our wealth. Lazy, pathetic, inbred. Criminals, murderers, half dead. Straight out the Ice Age on another masquerade. With one purpose to divide and conquer. Most of us come from a sunken place. Shadow work will return us back in shape. Back then, even now, they still the best. And I upgraded and I remain the best of best. Can't keep us from thinking. On the cool, we let they ship sinking. No religion, sex addiction, food addiction, death addiction, substance, self-help addiction. Yeah. Right now, it's time to wrap everything up, you dig? Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And Dr. Clyde Winters, Den and 9. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody. All y'all y'all support. Y'all like, subscribe, and share this. You dig it? Yoshi, you been invited to the dinner now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the dinner now. Yeah, Dr. Clyde Winters in the Yoshi mind. Intro, outro to the dinner now. We gon' see you, so have dinner now. Yeah, raise your head. Why put them down? B1 on that dinner now. FB8 on that dinner now. FBB on that dinner now. It's all about unity on that dinner now. My indigenous folks on that dinner now. All my Africans rise on that dinner now. Rise up on that dinner now. And don't forget to subscribe to dinner now.